is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out west. 4 games left on the schedule here. Take a look at the Nuggets. Unless they completely melt down, they should be in good position for a playoff run. Of course, there's the Timberwolves. They're 7th best in the conference.
And I think for Denver, with the regular season they've enjoyed, it has to be wondered at this point if they're the team to beat this postseason.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Nuggets, in at the guard spots, it's Murray and Brown. The 4 and the 5, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Porter in at the small forward. Stan coming right down to it. Finish line is in sight. The playoffs are within sight. The warmer weather, I think, signals that the playoffs are right around the corner.
Yeah, Kevin, that's exactly right. And neither team here needs any extra motivation in this one. You want as high a seed as possible in the postseason. You want as many of these crucial games to be played in your own building.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Jokic kicks to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Gordon with a screen on Conley. Here's Murray. It's good from the top of the key.
Yeah, that time Murray called his own number, and it paid off for him.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Offensive rebound. Jokic with the bucket.
Yeah, I feel like Jokic doesn't even need to see the basket when he gets that close.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Caught up with Coach Michael Malone, and we talked about the bruising big man, Julius Randle. He told me Julius sets the tone for them with his physicality. So we have to try and match that. We can't let him bully his way into the lane and get to his spots. We have to make him uncomfortable. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Conley with it, well guarded by Murray. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Jokic with the steal. Porter at the elbow. Stolen by McDaniels. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Gobert with a screen on Murray. Here's McDaniels. Out to Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Murray. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out.
That just illustrates how well-rounded Murray's game is when he's doing damage from the mid-range like that.
Conley against Murray. Over to the wing. Conley into the lane. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
At the line for 1.
And the Denver Nuggets, led by multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. And they've done a tremendous job surrounding him with the right kind of people.
They certainly have, Kevin. But one caveat here. You can surround Nikola Jokic with any player, Kevin, and he will figure out their strengths and get them the ball where they need to have it. This guy makes everyone better.
So you think we're not giving enough attention maybe to what he thinks upstairs, how he sees the game?
He sees the game, Kevin, as well as anyone who's ever played it, and he directs traffic out there. He is a true point center.
Looking now at some numbers for Mike Conley.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Here's Brown. Pass to Porter. Here's Brown. Edwards defending. 5 on the clock. Here's Murray. Gobert with the block.
Well, just outstanding positioning and timing by Gobert. He tries to block as many shots as he can.
Randall finds Edwards. From the arc. And it's Jokic with the rebound. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
If you're open, Jokic is going to find you.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Conley the pass to Edwards. Inside. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Well, guys, I've been around this game for a long time, and I've never seen someone like Jokic, a giant man with point guard skills.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
That one is no good. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Here's Gordon. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Releases from 15. The Nuggets with another miss.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Randall with the bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Nuggets trail by 9. Murray outside. Porter against McDaniel. Pass to Gordon. For 3, Murray. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen. And boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Oh, here's Edwards. He's coming off a 25-point game against Detroit.
Yeah, and how about his work on the defensive side, swatting away several shot attempts.
And so here's Denver. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Here's Jokic to the wing on the left. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gordon. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Let's see some numbers here on Michael Porter. Since the All-Star break, he's been putting in work. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, when a shot is missed, he has got great instincts for where the ball is going.
And the first one drops. When it's all said and done, Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Denver. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for McDaniels. Now here's DiVincenzo. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Gobert with a screen on Gordon. For three, Edwards. Westbrook pulls it in.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Porter passes to Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Jokic, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, Jokic, one of the league leaders in offensive rebounding throughout his career.
To the right side. Now here's Gobert. You saw him with 19 points his last out. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Your Nuggets dance team.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Watson's checked in. We go now to the 2K leaderboard to find out who the top three-point shooters have been since the All-Star break. Michael Conley is second. Aaron Gordon third.
For me, they've been two of the NBA's best three-point shooters over that period of time. No question about it. They just keep heating up.
Murray, the pass to Watson. It's stolen by DiVincenzo. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Gobert against Murray. And Greg, something that is so important to this team. Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
And the first one at the line is good. And you know, Coach, guys who are really productive, like Jamal Murray, often have turnover issues. But you know what? He really doesn't struggle with that.
No, he doesn't. And that's one of the great things about him, Kevin. He can be that aggressive but stay under control and take care of the ball. Always poised. Nothing seems to bother him.
That's an added quality that you don't see with a lot of guys who shoot and score as much as he does.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Edwards, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Murray, good.
Well, every defense gives extra attention to Murray, but they still have trouble keeping him under control.
Randall against Gordon. Randall right side. And that one is off. Gordon with the defensive effort. Great D that time from Edwards.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic may not be the most physically gifted, but there's an old saying in basketball, you're as fast as you can anticipate. LeBron James says he sees plays before they happen. A lot of people don't understand it, but I do. It's special. Kevin?
You know, his mind for the game is just on another level. We appreciate that report. Clock at 4. Westbrook. With 1 on the clock. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, you got to put a body on Jokic or he'll torch you on the offensive glass.
Murray against Conley. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. A three-pointer, no good. Bob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, when Gordon's team makes it this easy for him, of course he's going to throw it down hard.
Edwards with it. 11 points in the game. Puts it up from 12. Edwards with another miss. The Nuggets trail by 3. Watson the pass to Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. From 12 feet out, he clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Murray's got 10 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look for Denver. Sharks checked in for Jokic. Zignaji comes in for Aaron Gordon. And Porter subbed in for Murray. And then for Minnesota, McDaniels is checked in for Randall. Clark comes in for Edwards. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Mike Conley. 1:39 left here in the first quarter. DiVincenzo passes to McDaniels. Reed with a screen for McDaniel. To Clark. Here's McDaniels. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And when McDaniels is hitting this, look out, because it opens up everything else for him offensively.
Now here's Westbrook, coming off a stellar performance against Utah. To the inside. Here's Porter. Off the left rim and out. Minnesota leading by 4. And here is DiVincenzo. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Porter. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
And making it look easy. Even with aggressive coverage, Porter Jr. finds a way to score.
Clark outside. Misses the 3. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Jazz. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. No good. That would have tied it.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And with each made three, their confidence continues to build. Their opposition might want to change their approach to try to slow them down.
Porter is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Dario Saric. Then there's Peyton Watson. It's Najee in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Westbrook with the bucket. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Great open look there. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Westbrook against DiVincenzo. 13 feet away. Westbrook, no good. Timberwolves leading by 3. McDaniels passes to Alexander Walker. Nice D from Porter.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Outside Westbrook. Back to Porter, the 8-footer. Saric trying to break free. Porter, no luck. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Pass to Reed. Over Saric. And it's good off the back rim and in. And it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
The defense is there, but Reed is strong-willed, and he is up to the challenge.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Clark sets a screen for DiVincenzo. Pass to Clark. Reed with a screen for McDaniel. Just 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
First free throw is good.
A defensive ace. Jaden McDaniels gets the toughest perimeter assignment every night, using his length, athleticism, and effort to frustrate opponents.
Christian Brown's checked in for Najee. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Now, here's Westbrook, following the miss by Michael Porter. Saric dishes to Porter. Pass to Watson. Here's Brown. Takes the 3. It's Clark with the rebound. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Reed with a block. Well, Reed really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's got 6. And that one's good by Clark. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And also, how about how disruptive they've been on defense? Not allowing the opposition to get comfortable and also being able to create a lot of steals as well.
Here's Alexander Walker. Still scoreless. Clark outside. Here's McDaniels. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Timberwolves lead by 7. Westbrook passes to Saric. And here's Porter looking to end his cold spell. Launches it. And there's Saric on the assist from Porter. Saric has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, that's the part of Porter Jr.'s game that can take him to the next level.
DiVincenzo kicks to Clark. DiVincenzo with the screen for Clark. Offensive rebound. Here's Reed. Some solid defense from Saric. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Denver. Trailing by 4. They host the Spurs after this one. And that game concludes a 5-game homestand. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. As a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
Here's Alexander Walker. Denver able to drain the 3. Now DiVincenzo. 6 points for him. And just miss after miss right now.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in. And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Alexander Walker. No scoring in this one. Outside Porter. And finished off by Westbrook.
Ooh, what a burst of energy from Westbrook. He can just fly when he wants to.
Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Here's Edwards. Strong move inside by Edwards.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Jokic with his screen on Edwards. Shoots. And it's Jokic missing. Minnesota's gone 6 of 14 with the 3-ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Edwards getting the close range, too.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Westbrook passes to Jokic. Oh, Porter in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, if there's a better passing big man than Jokic, I want to know who it is.
And so it's Minnesota with it. Outside Edwards. Edwards with a tough shot.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Porter, no luck. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards at the rim.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Lets it go with the three. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Porter's got 3 assists now in this one. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Get loud, fans! On the court, Teacher Hate Squad! Teacher's time, everyone! Let's get loud!
Checked in for Porter. Timberwolves also changing it up. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Mike Conley in for Dante DiVincenzo. So it's the Timberwolves now. Conley finds Gobert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Well, Gobert is used to this in the paint. Given his height, it's difficult to contest him clean.
Taking 2 shots.
A free throw drops for Gobert.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
No good on the second free throw. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way and you're interested.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific score. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for the Nuggets. Porter comes in for Russell Westbrook. Now here's Murray. He's got 13. Pass to Brown. Just 2 to shoot. Fires the 3. Murray, no good. Minnesota leading by 5. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Now, here's McDaniels. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Last season, Stan, Jokic passed LeBron's all-time triple-double mark. And he did it stunningly in 813 fewer games.
Yeah, now it's really possible, Kevin, that he's going to end up at the top of that triple-double list by the time his career's over. He's got the Big O and Westbrook in his sights. You know, don't sell this guy short. He can do it almost any night.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
And so he makes both from the line. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That will be their second of this 5-game road trip. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Nuggets are an example of how you build a contender from the ground up. Coach Michael Malone says, I'm hoping we can be a blueprint for a lot of young teams, young coaches, and young GMs. Be patient. Let it build the right way, bring in the right kind of people, and you never know what's going to happen. Kevin?
Well, David, you've just triggered a lot of thoughts here. But doing it that way, to me, feels the right way. And a lot of fun to watch their success. And thank you for the report.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
Randall kicks to McDaniels. Here's Gobert. Denver grabs the miss. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this.
Minnesota with the ball. Denver able to drain the three. Conley dishes to Randall. Over Gordon. That's good from Randall on the assist from Conley. Randall's got his second basket.
And we've seen Randall add a three-point shot. However, this is the area of the court he's most comfortable, that mid-range.
And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Murray. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Conley, the pass to Randall. To the left wing. McDaniels kicks to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. And stolen by Murray. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
This is his third free throw attempt for the game.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they're in a close game.
One thing that's helped tonight, their three-point shooting. Those triples add up fast, don't they, Kenny?
That's why I shoot them. If they have fours, I take them too. But here's one thing. You have to have floor balance, and you have to really create clean looks, though.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
You look at the Timberwolves, they've had a drop-off that I don't think anybody predicted. Came into the season with high hopes. The chemistry just hasn't been there from the beginning. It's a disappointing year.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Conley and Edwards with the guards. Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending it.
Edwards passes to Randle. Over Gordon. Randle no good. Denver in the lead. Murray down low. Over by Conley. Good. Murray's got 20.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly when his team needs it.
And it's good, 2 points.
It's always a positive thing for this offense when Conley puts pressure on him.
Murray kicks to Jokic. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Gobert with the block, and he gets it back. That one falls. Timberwolves trail by 3. Conley with it. 8 points for him. Over in the corner, Edwards. Over Porter. Edwards finds McDaniel. Lob pass to Gordon. Great communication on the alley-oop. And now a 5-point Denver lead.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoops, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Now here's Randle. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. Here's Brown. Murray surveying the D. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaden McDaniel.
That's just great patience from Murray, using that pump fake to draw the defender up and earn the foul call.
First one falls for him.
There's so much that Jamal Murray brings to the table offensively. He is such a critical piece of their puzzle.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you ask, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Conley gets the bucket.
And how about that move? Pat Conley adjusting around the contact to get the finish.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Gordon kicks to Jokic. Baseline J on the way. Good for another field goal. Number 5 on the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
I love the offensive execution on that possession.
Randle outside. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Randle. Edwards looking it over. And Brown pulls it down. The Nuggets leading by 6. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Timberwolves ball.
Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at the NBA's scoring leaders since the All-Star break. Fourth, Jokic.
He is making his mark in a big way and with big points. You love to see guys get better the later in the season we get.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. We've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everybody's watching. You gotta dance like everyone's watching. Show us those moves. Show them what you're working with.
Seventh in rebounding, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And it's a strong accomplishment. Third best in field goal percentage. He just refuses to take bad shots. That's why his coaches love him. Here's Randall. Top of the key, Conley. Has to Gobert. A shot off that time. Good defense by Jokic.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Murray outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Floats one. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Edwards finds Gobert. Here's Randall. Gobert with a screen for Randall. Back to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
With his giant frame, Gobert sets a good screen and then just pivots into open position.
Porter a screen on Randall. Gordon dishes to Murray. Drills the three-pointer. Murray's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
Well, they expect this from him, and he's a big reason they're out in front right now.
Conley inside the line. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic just got rebound number 13 with that last one. It's stolen by Randall. Pass to McDaniels. To the left side wing. Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Five to shoot. Nails it from the high post. McDaniels got 11 points.
Takes a lot of control to hit that mid-ranger, and McDaniels has it.
Murray the pass to Porter. Now Jokic, defended by Gobert. Murray outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Timberwolves trail by 5. To the paint, here's Randall. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Randall's never been one to back down from physical play inside, and he's not going to start now.
Julius Randall at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Randall.
You know, one thing you have to admire about Randall is his hunger to get better. He is a real leader who leads by example.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Timberwolves also changing it up. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 7. Jokic, that's a 2-pointer. The Nuggets with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 3. Randle with the ball, now guarded by Porter. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. And Gordon over to help. DiVincenzo kicks to Randle. With the teardrop. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound in this one. Murray outside. Off target from 3-point range. Minnesota's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Here's Randle. No good off the back of the rim. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Jokic. And rebounded by McDaniels.
His shot's just, it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. DiVincenzo's got 9.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Murray. He's got 24. And that one, good. Murray's got 26.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Reception, get free t-shirt. Let's hear you. Here come t-shirts. Get on your feet, fans. What time is it? It's t-shirt time! Fans, get crazy! It's t-shirt time!
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Clark's checked in. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Julius Randle.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. 9 points in the game so far.
That's his first personal foul.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Alexander Walker with the ball. He's covered by Westbrook. Pass to DiVincenzo. Another miss by Minnesota.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, year in and year out, Porter is so consistent from 3.
We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can do.
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
Now Now here's Randall following the miss by Jokic. 2 points. That one goes. Clark's got 5.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Porter with it. And here's Jokic. He's got 14. Wide open look here for Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 6th assist on the night. Randall against Gordon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. A different look for Denver. Sharks checked in for Gordon. And it's Peyton Watson in for Murray. Both free throws good from Randall.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Pass to Jokic. Porter with it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his 4th personal.
Well, he's a really talented scorer. Porter attracts a lot of attention.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Denver.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
The first one falls.
Well, look, there are a lot of different roles Porter Jr. can fill for your team.
Reed, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They set the pick.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Lays it up and banks it in. Randall's got 10 points in the game.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now, here's Jokic. He's got 14. 6 to shoot. Jokic makes it look easy inside.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
DiVincenzo kicks to Clark. Pass to Alexander Walker. And here's Randall, covered by Sharch. Tries from 10. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Watson, the pass to Westbrook. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been training everything they've put up this month. 4th, the Nuggets. 5th, the Timberwolves.
And this is the kind of shooting these teams would love to have all season long. I mean, they've both been on a tear here of late.
First free throw is good.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Christian Brown's checked in for Denver. Miller's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
DiVincenzo passes to Clark. Drains it from beyond the arc. Clark's got 8.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
Pass to Watson. Back to Westbrook. And here's Watson. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 13 points for Michael Porter.
And Porter Jr. has one of the smoothest looking jump shots in the league.
Porter against Clark. Reed with a screen on Porter. Clark for three. And another three for Minnesota.
For three.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nuggets lead by 4. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Dario Saric is out there with Peyton Watson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Murray. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
Terrific screen. They ask Reed to do a lot of the little things like that, and he does them all well.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Saric outside. Pass to Brown. Murray outside. Jacks up a 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one. Dillingham with it. He's covered by Murray. Now, here's Ingles. Pass to Dillingham. For Murray. Keeps it alive. It's good on the putback. Reed's got the game tied up here for Minnesota.
Just one of many things Reed contributes on the floor. His ability to save plays by just being in the right place.
Now, here's Watson. Out to the right wing. Back to Murray. Pulls it in. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. DiVincenzo passes to Reed. Misses from short range. The Nuggets shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Ours is checked in, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Joe Ingles.
At the line for your Nuggets, Russell Westbrook. 1 shot.
'21st pick in the 2022 draft, Christian Brown, who won a title with Denver during his rookie year. And their coach, Michael Malone, used him in certain situations, and he flourished.
Well, you know, Kevin, he won a college championship the year before. This guy's played in a lot of high-pressure games, and that is what has given Michael Malone the confidence to go with him. He was ready for those moments.
Ready indeed. Here's Brown. Westbrook finds Saric. Now here's Watson, guarded by Reed. Saric, a screen on DiVincenzo. And it's Saric, that time on the assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his third assist on the night. Now Dillingham. Here's Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Here's Dillingham. And he banks in the layup. Denver leading by 3. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Watson. Garza pulls it in.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Reed with a screen on Westbrook. DiVincenzo passes to Reed. Nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
And it's a tie ball game.
Well, Reed has only become more confident as time has gone on at the arc. He will not hesitate.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Now here's DiVincenzo. And the wide-open shot from Reed. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Double team on Westbrook. Brown the pass to Westbrook. And Saric kicks to Murray. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now it's a 5-point Denver lead.
And now he's starting to get it going. 4 3-pointers in the game for him, and 3 have come in this half.
Pass to Dillingham. Rejected by Murray. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Dillingham with it. And here is DiVincenzo. Alexander Walker passes to Reed. Just 5 to shoot. He coached about Naz Reed after going undrafted back in 2019. He is really showing him, isn't he?
Well, Kevin, what a story. Uncommon skill level for a player of his size. He can shoot the ball. He can handle the ball. He's got a lot in his arsenal.
And the first one drops.
Well, if you want to know where commitment and hard work can get you, follow Naz Reed's career. Everyone who counted him out is eating their words right now.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic, he's checked in for Saric. Aaron Gordon comes in for Christian Brown. And Porter subbed in for Murray. Both free throws good from Reed. Denver leading by 3. Now here's Westbrook. To the middle. And that one's scored by Porter. And that's 15 points for Michael Porter.
He's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Handle outside. Down low. And no good. Good defense by Jokic. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. To the inside. Gordon kicks to Westbrook. Jokic sets the screen for Westbrook. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 5. Randall dishes to Edwards. Reed with a screen for Edwards. Edwards with confidence.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
And we have a timeout called by Michael Malone. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
Let's go ahead, fans. Your Nugget Wednesday.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Gobert's checked in. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I got a chance to hear what Michael Malone said to his team. Now, with the game in the balance, Coach told his team to play loose. Don't overthink it. We got this far playing our game, and we can win the same way. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Murray against Conley. Here's Westbrook. And again, Denver no good. The Timberwolves trail. Outside Edwards. Tries the spin move. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a move by Edwards. That was phenomenal.
Outside Gordon. Trains the three-pointer. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Outside Edwards. Back to Conley. McDaniels against Porter. Here's the 3. And they recover it. Randall. And that one swishes right in.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Lob pass to Gordon. Stolen by McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Denver, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Basket good.
I like Porter Jr.'s movement. Working the defense to find his opening.
Now here is Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Gobert. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Murray with the bounce pass. Outside Westbrook. McDaniels against Porter. Jokic with the screen on Edwards. Jokic against Edwards. Left side Gordon. For 3, Murray. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
Edwards, no good.
I'm a bit shocked, honestly, that he misses that. That's his shot in rhythm.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
We've seen this before, folks. Big possession, Westbrook rising to the occasion. How about that competitiveness?
Now here's Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Anthony Edwards. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Christian Brown's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Edwards drops them both.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line. And clearly not affected by the moment.
Murray against Conley. Lets it go from deep. They get it back. Jokic, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Jokic is such an intelligent player. He'll bait guys into a foul, whether it's with the pump fake or something else.
2 shots.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 2. 2 shots. 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 And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Well, they should be looking at a three-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Julius Randle. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And the second of 2 is good. That narrows the gap to 1. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Now, here's Jokic. Pass to Brown. Shot by Gordon, wide open. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
1:19 left in the fourth quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second.
Well, look, Edwards doesn't back down from anyone. He embraces getting physical on the way out.
Anthony Edwards taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that ties the game up.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Denver passing it around. Gordon finds Jokic. Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Randle passes to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And usually you want to go for the 2-for-1 here to maximize the clock.
The Nuggets now. Here's Jokic. Pass to Porter. Murray outside. Jokic with the screen on Conley. Oh, Wow, a huge basket to tie the game. Murray's got 35.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
Get loud and let it hear. Time to fire off the t-shirts. Come on, squad.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. Free throw line jump shot.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
And it's Michael Malone calling timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Six seconds left in the fourth. It's stolen by Randall. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, that's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Shooting for Minnesota. Line for two.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a three-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a four-point ballgame.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close game. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Mike. The game is flowing for you. What is it like to be on a win streak like this?
Well, the game's just back to being easy again, just making the right plays, playing off of the teammates, and guys are just really being unselfish. And it's easy for me to play in that style, and it's fun to be around.
You sure look like you're having fun, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.